In 2005, David Phillips, then a civil engineering graduate student at the University of California, Davis, spotted an unusual opportunity tucked inside a grocery store promotion. Healthy Choice was offering 500 airline miles for every 10 product barcodes mailed in, and there was no upper limit. Most shoppers glanced at the flyer and tossed it aside, but Phillips saw a puzzle begging to be solved. He devoted a Friday evening to scanning every eligible item, logging prices against the mileage reward, and mapping out a plan. After hours of number crunching, he zeroed in on the cheapest qualifying product: individual Healthy Choice pudding cups, selling for 25 cents each. Phillips realized that by buying thousands of these cups, he could generate more miles per dollar than any other item on the shelf. Once he confirmed that the promotion's fine print didn't cap submissions, he set a simple but ambitious goal: collect enough barcodes to launch himself into the frequent flyer stratosphere. Over the next week, Phillips visited grocery stores and warehouse clubs across the region, loading carts with branded pudding packs. Friends and neighbors pitched in their own coupons and rewards cards to help him save even more. When the tally reached 12,150 cups, every cardboard carton stacked in his garage ceiling high, he'd spent roughly $3,037.50 on pudding alone. Then came the most tedious task: carefully cutting out each barcode, affixing them to mailing forms, and dispatching dozens of envelopes to Healthy Choice's processing center. Weeks later, Phillips received a letter confirming that he'd been awarded 1,253,000 airline miles. To put that in perspective, the Earth's equatorial circumference is nearly 25,000 miles, so he had earned enough credit to circle the globe just over 50 times. With most people struggling to save enough points for a single vacation, Phillips's haul was nothing short of astonishing. Yet he never did anything with the pudding itself. Once he'd clipped every barcode, he boxed up all 12,150 cups and donated them to local food banks and the Salvation Army. By treating the purchase as a charitable donation, he qualified for tax deductions that offset the cost of his mileage windfall. In the end, his hack not only netted free travel potential, but also delivered thousands of snacks to families in need. News outlets soon caught wind of the story. Wired magazine interviewed him at length about his spreadsheet-driven approach. NPR ran a segment on consumer marketing loopholes, and even the Discovery Channel's Mythbusters did a feature on whether anyone could pull off a similar stunt. Phillips remained modest throughout, emphasizing that he followed every rule to the letter. No tricks, no deception. He simply recognized an unadvertised loophole and exploited it legally and ethically. His story became so legendary that it later inspired a movie starring Adam Sandler, weaving the pudding miles stunt into its narrative as a memorable subplot. Today, David Phillips still works in engineering and occasionally books award travel on the airline miles he earned back in 2005. His toolkit is paper and pen, a willingness to read fine print, and the dedication to follow through on a bold idea. No special insider connections, no insider trading, just one man, a spreadsheet, and enough airline miles to make vacation planning a breeze. Subscribe for more.